story that will move very fast. Faster than most people like. It is a sad story, but a true reality. It may leave you feeling upset, but for anyone reading this, it's my story and that's how this one goes. Please, no one worry. It is just a subject I've yet to attempted to write about. Enjoy.
Why are you reading like a retard?
That's how you read. There was something about fishing on a Sunday morning that always seemed to make the problems of the week disappear. He would walk through that field every Sunday in his blue jeans and camo hat, fishing pole in hand. When he was young, his father would take him fishing. He would tell him it was all about patience. This is a waiting game, son. Let her sit. When the right fish comes along, she'll bite. He grew up learning the ways of life from his father. One day he asked, "Pa, how did you know Mom was the one?" His dad looked down and said, "I just knew. Everyone has a secret road of hope." It was 14 years since he had asked that question. Yet, to this day, he didn't know what that meant. He grew up with his father's work ethic, never stopping to enjoy life. When his father passed away, he received many condolences and flowers, but none of it made the passing year any easier. He sat there, thought about what his father had said all them years ago. What was his secret road of hope? Did he even have one? It was the farm where he spent most of his time. That was his destiny. This life of his was so plain, but it was all he knew. He had worked himself to the bone day in and day out, letting friends fall to the wayside. He felt alone, empty, and it was these feelings that late one night he decided to have one drink. He wasn't big on drinking. His father always told him it weakened the body. Tonight, however, was a somber night. He just wanted some sort of relief. He opened that bottle and took a quick swig. It was cool on his lips and burned slightly as it went down. The sun broke, yet he wasn't in the field. The bottle lay empty on the floor. His intention had been one drink. He was supposed to meet his sister for lunch at noon, but as the clock approached, he was nowhere to be found. This was not her brother. He was reliable and would never stand her up. She waited for some time, yet he never showed. He must have forgot, she thought. With all that's happened, he must have forgot. She didn't want to worry, but something just did not feel right. He was always like clockwork. He was where he said he would always be. Today, he was to meet with an old friend to get some farm equipment. The equipment sat. He had never shown to get it. His friend had figured he got caught up with his work. Not another thought. It had been 3 days. The mail had filled the box. His sister hadn't returned any of his calls. She left voicemail after voicemail. This was not her big brother who had always been there for her. She needed him now more than ever before. So she took that long drive up to the farm. His truck was there, so she knocked 3 times on the door. Nobody came. Again she knocked. No answer. She opened the door and called out for him. She heard nothing. Maybe he was sleeping, she thought. When she made her way to the bedroom, she noticed the empty bottle. Her brother was not a drinker. This she knew. His door was closed, so she knocked. No answer. She cracked the handle and peered in to a sight she will never forget. She flashed back to when they were kids and he would say, "Just jump, I'll always be here for you." Yet what she saw proved that promise to be wrong. He had hung himself, and there he had hung for 3 days, spread. Before anyone had noticed, he was gone. The day of his funeral had come. The word had spread fast in that small town. Car after car followed the hearse to the gravesite. Friends and family had all come together to pay their last respect. His tombstone read, "It was a short life, yet you touched so many. Forever in our life, our forever angel." The end. Great story.
Dun dun dun.